Now the next part is enable the calendar API and set up service account. So we need to go our agent in setting, and this is our bot name. And go to the API and services, then credentials, then library. You can search here for the calendar. Now enable it. Now go to credentials and create a credential and create service account. Name it just a calendar. Calendar bot. And here create. Then continue. And this is the optional thing, and just check for done. Here our service account. We need to create a JSON file. Just check it and then create a key JSON file. Then just create, and here our JSON file, just open it and copy. In our index.js file, we need to set up a calendar ID. Now go to the to do. Just check it, and now go to the calendar.google.com and open your browser. Go to calendar. Here just need to create a calendar. Name it like Minder Manager. Then create. calendar is created. Now we need to configure it. Okay, we can just add pupils. If we want, we can just add pupil. Here we just need a calendar ID. Copy it and go to VS in index and paste it here, and here the service account, which is this. We have to copy it all, and in index.js file we just paste it. And now we need to set up a service account credentials. To make available like a service account, account auth. This will be our new this is our JSON web token. It is getting three fields. It is getting three fields like first email, which is located in our service account dot client's email. And then key, which will be private key. Sorry. And scope. This is just HTTPS link www.com. The credential part is done. Now we can get calendar. Which will be a Google Calendar. This is version 3. And the last part, we need to specify that the time zone and time zone offset. The time zone will be the Asia and Kolkata, and time zone offset is class 05 and 30. Okay, on here we need to get parameters like we need to get these parameters: event name, date and time. So event will be now we need to get a start time. Let's say start time, and it will be a date format. We can say it is also a date in date format. In the date, we need to split it by using the split. Okay, here in 0th part. Why we can do it here? Because the date format is like, we can say here, so the date format is like that, but we need to extract, we need to split by the time. This is t, and we need to get only these. So here we are using split function. We are split by the time and getting 0th index, means that this string will be captured. Okay, and we need to merge this thing with this time. Okay, and we can just add our time zone offset, which will be 530. So we need these things, then we need t, and then this offset, the timer. So we need here, then t, then we need to add t, and then for the time we need to split by t, but here we are getting 1 for the either part, and then split by using the plus. We are getting these things, these part only, so we now split by the plus, then get 0th index and just put the time zone offset. And close the date format. We have to parse it. Date.parse. Now need to get actual time for the calendar, like 28 January, and it will be 8 p.m. So we need to split these things and merge in start time. We need to parse the date of date dot split. Need to split by time. Need to split by time and get 0th index value and merge it with time, and we also need to split the time variable. Need to split time and get 1th index and need to split with plus sign. Here you can see that we need to split. First we need to split the time, then we can get the remaining part, these things, and also from this thing we need to split by the plus sign and get 0th index, means that this part, and merge it with the date. From here we need to get a 0th index and merge it with time zone offset, which will be 5:30, and parsing is done, and this will be it, and this whole thing will be date format. And the start time is here, and let time will be 1 hour ahead. We can say that let end time. This will be, if it is the 8 p.m. then end time will be 9 p.m. So we need to do it by start time which will be in date format, and need to set hour here. start time dot get hours, and then need to plus 1. The hour will be get plus 1 and it will be 9 p.m. and the whole thing will be our new date format. Okay, we have now the event name, then start time, then end time. Okay, then we have to pass it like we need to create a new function. Just create calendar entry. Let's say event, and it will get the event name, start time and end time. We need to here just return new promise. Need to check calendar event list dot list. If any event occur on that time, conflict detail, and we need here set up parameters like auth to check the event list. Auth will be our service account authentication, and calendar ID. This will be our calendar ID, which is globally set. The next parameter is taken time minimum, which is date start time, start date time, which is in ISO string. And time max will be okay. These will we get our event list, checking for start time and end time, and if and any events will occur on that time, then it will give us a error or response. We need to cross check it. If error happening or respond dot data dot items dot length will be greater than 0, means that the other event is happening on that time, so the data item will be present here, so the length is greater than 0. So we have to add a message here by using reject. The message will be the event is conflicting with another event. Else we can update, means that we can insert calendar dot event dot insert. The insert the parameters will be this. Copy and paste, and the start time will be here the resources. Sorry, this is resource. Resource will have summary. Will be event. We can say that reminder, means that eat reminder, and description will be event. Now resource is done, and now we need to give it a start time, which will be a date time. Date time is start time. It will in at date time, which is in time. Now we can check if any error. Now we can check for the error. We need to specify that error and event. So here we use just a ternary operator like if error, or if error is happening, then we need to reject it. Else if error is not happening, then it will be resolve the event. Now we can call just create calendar event here, and pass the parameters. Check for the response. Then we need to agent add. On other hand, check for error. If any error happening, we would use catch and agent.add. So here we are done. So we need to update to do up first, and here we can also write a code for the reminders. We need to go in index.js. We need to restart our server. And go to the dialog flow. Okay, just test it. Here the error message is done. So the event is conflicting with another event.
Now head back to our code and try to see one more time here the issue. So I figure it out. The issue is on create calendar event. So try to see here the else part, and here I mistakenly bound the resource just after the description, so need to remove that curly bracket and just put that curly braces after the end. So need to put that here. So now all thing is done. Try to save it, and one thing you should copy that client email from the service account, and you should paste it on that calendar. I mean, share that calendar with this service account So you need to here add people and share with this calendar ID. Also give the permission with make changes and manage sharing. Now I think it's all done. Okay, and just npm start. Okay, now it is running, and let's move back to our code. I mean Dialogflow, and copy that thing and then again paste. Okay, now reminder is set here. So reminder is 29 October at 8 p.m. Okay, so we can also modify that responses. So I try to check in our calendar. So this is the 20 today is 28, and now go to the 29. Okay, so here it is, the it reminder at 8 p.m. So this is reminder is set, and for the tomorrow 8 p.m. Okay, now it is working, and yes, your calendar integration with Dialogflow is done here. So thank you.